Geometry students, this is Mr. Lee with another quick video on triangle congruence. Today we're going to talk about SSS, or side, side, side. It turns out that to know that two triangles are congruent, if you just know that all three of the sides are congruent to all three of the sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are indeed congruent. You don't have to have any of the angles. So here's a typical picture. We have two triangles. We have triangle KLM and triangle NLM, and we want to know that the two triangles are congruent. Well, this is really nice because by the picture, we're kind of given that two sides are already congruent, right? We know that side KL is congruent to side NL, or segment KL is congruent to segment NL. We're also given these congruence marks over here, so we know that segment KM is congruent to segment NM. Okay? So we're given that two sides of this triangle on the left are congruent to two corresponding sides to the triangle on the right. Well, what about the third side, segment LM? You can see that that's a shared side of both triangles, so is it going to be congruent to itself? Yes, it is. And what is that called when something is congruent to itself? That is called the reflexive property of congruence. So we know that segment LM is congruent to segment LN. Okay? And if we wanted to format this as a proof, we would use the reflexive property here. Reflexive property of congruence. So now we have all three sides are congruent for both triangles. So we can conclude our proof by saying that triangle KLM is congruent to triangle NLM. Take a moment to figure out why I put these triangles in this order. Remember that order counts. And that is the side-side-side triangle congruence theorem.